Flightboss, bitch, motherfucker. And you know, this is another segment right here. The enter the mind and the thoughts of an Antares moon. I'm an Antares moon, Antares, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it Antares. It is a fixed royal star, but that's the astronomy aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the peace dealer. You know, the peace dealer, Gemini. So he articulated and gave me a name I wasn't even thinking about, but a spiritualist. And he labeled me a spiritualist. And I don't really agree to the terms and conditions of labels, but as far as the peace dealer, that's a cool guy right there. So, you know, I accept them terms and conditions, and he gave me new insight and a new intellect on a new horizon down here in so many ways and so many aspects. Now, I must remind y'all, a lot of shit I'm gonna be kicking is esoteric and metaphoric and fifth, sixth, and seventh dimensional. So don't expect me to talk about anything 3D terms. I might be talking about a bunch of 3D shit, but I'm talking about it in a new way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Because I am one out of the 4 creators of this actual motherfucking I'm suspending their body right now. I'm finna astral travel on y'all motherfuckers real quick. Now this is real interesting, because I'm gonna name this video Point of View. Now let me remind you, when you talk about shit on 3D terms, a point of view is a point of reference, a point of view. Where I'm from, there's no such thing as a point. So there's no reference to view from. So when we created me out of the 4 gods, which we're like the representations of the 4 horsemen, and we bring the apocalypse, we actually switch this motherfucking this solar system. We initiate the change of the degree of the whole solar system. This solar system right here is in the age of Aquarius. And from far out, the 4 gods, aka the 4 horsemen, aka the 4 fixed royal stars, which is Aldebaran, Antares, Fomalhaut, and Regulus, we're responsible for the creation of mankind. Now, I got a whole video and a whole analysis of detail of my point of view of when we created the point of views here, how it took place, how the origins of this actual solar system. Now, this solar system home is the Milky Way. This Milky Way is a galaxy. The galaxy is 1 out of billions and trillions in this universe. And the universe is just 1 out of billions and trillions of multiverses and omniverses and shit like that. But right now, we're talking about the universe, and within this universe, you have billions and trillions of galaxies, and within the galaxies, you have billions and trillions of star constellations and star clusters. And they get acted out in certain arenas. Now, in my video after this, I'm going to be explaining the origins of this solar system. Now, people want to talk about other Milky Ways and shit like that, and the Andromeda Milky Way, the Andromeda galaxy and all this shit. Now, I need people to understand now. Remember, I'm not from 3D, so everything I'm kicking right now is from my world. You're getting into the thoughts of Antares. So now look. Motherfucking now, it took. Now, I need y'all to understand a quick few things. I'm going to get into detail in my next video, and I'm going to break it down. I'm writing it out, though. I'm writing the manuscript, because my science, you would never hear. You would never hear no science I'm kicking, because I am one out of the 4 original creators of this solar system. So a solar system ain't nothing but a 360 degrees, which makes a sphere reality, which is why everything in space is a sphere. So let's get that out the way. Now, a solar system is a home, is a sphere reality that creates evolutions. Since there's millions and trillions of solar systems, that let you know there's millions and trillions of evolutions being made. Now, within this solar system, just within our Milky Way, this solar system lives in this Milky Way. Now, our solar system in this Milky Way, and the Milky Way is just one galaxy out of billions and trillions of different galaxies in the universes. Every galaxy has millions and billions of star constellations within it, and solar systems within it. Now, solar systems is a home foundation that can create an evolution, and an evolution takes star constellations to make. So you need a sphere of reality to create star clusters and shit to create the evolution. Now, what's the evolution? And what do evolution mean? Revolution means evolve. So what our solar system did in this Milky Way was evolve the evolution of mankind. Now, the reason why you can't comprehend another life in another solar system or another galaxy is because that other solar system, it could be another solar system in this Milky Way, in this galaxy. That other solar system might have evolved the evolution of another kind. And in the most literal sense of the word kind, mankind is an evolution that was evolved. Just in the way the star clusters and shit work in this solar system, and the solar system is a sphere reality, it created the evolution of mankind. Now in another solar system, it might create the evolution of another kind. It might be just an example, wood kind, tree kind. You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example. Just me naming those names can be only references to this solar system. So I couldn't even really give you a proper name or anything to explain to y'all what another kind would be like, because I'm one out of the 4 creators of mankind. So let's get it in this. Now, this is the story before, like, you know, you get into the religion programs and shit like that. That's education, astrology, science, everything is just different examples of trying to explain what me and the 3 other fixed stars created for mankind. Now, I'm coming from a place, from an outside looking in. I'm an Antares moon. So off the back, I'm coming from a place of an outside looking in. So that means I'm part of the creation of the zodiac wheel. So I'm going to give you the story what took place before the actual zodiac wheel of this solar system. This is the science I'm going to give you, because I was there. I was one out of the 4 gods that created this solar system. Now, in this Milky Way, the Milky Way is the home to create royal fixed stars. Now, the Milky Way created 4 royal fixed stars, which is Aldebaran, Antares, Fomalhaut, and Regulus. Regulus is the watcher of the east, the god of the east. Fomalhaut is the god of the north. Antares is the god of the west. Aldebaran is the god of the east. Now, yin and yang is the gods of this universe. So everything is on a pyramid effect. If you don't know what a pyramid effect is, go watch my video. Just type in Dolo and pyramid or something like that, and I explain the pyramid effect. Everything does the same thing, just on a higher level to a lower level. And here's an example of that. If you're dealing with people in different religions, right? And they all get in a group, and you have a group of people arguing their religions, arguing their gods against each other. They're on the lowest scale of the pyramid. Now, if you have a group of people who can understand each other but still have their differences, they're a little higher on the pyramid, but they're still low. They're low to the 3D level. The higher you go on the pyramid, see, the dimension I come from, we build pyramids from the top down. Earth and Earth practicality and the power of Earth have the quality to build pyramids from the ground up. By taking it step by step. These are why Earth signs are more practical, and they play that out here on Earth. But this is why the water signs and the fire signs go within more. You know what I'm saying? And not just they go within more because they're searching for the place that the actual energy came from to be manifested. And the air signs have the shapes the idea. But that's getting ahead because that's lower on the pyramid of even the scale I'm trying to present to y'all. I'm trying to bring y'all on my level. The whole solar system is shifted into 4D now anyway. It's no longer 3D, it's 4D. So y'all getting closer to me, so it's time for me to come down here. Now, once we talk about that, I'm going to get into detail of the actual events that took place in the next video. This video, I just want to give y'all a quick analysis of where I'm coming from so you can have an understanding of my worldview and my point of view of things from the representation of being on Earth right now. Now, it takes, since yin and yang is the gods of the universe, on a lower scale, yin and yang, the energy get played out, and it took a yin and yang to create this universe, just this universe. Who knows what's the gods of the other universes? But in this universe, it took yin and yang. Now, it gets played out on a lower scale from that. That's the highest scale. Where I'm at a high scale, but I'm still at a lower scale than that. See, I'm trying to bring y'all up to where I'm at. So it's still a lower scale what I'm about to explain to y'all from the yin and yang, but it's still a way higher scale of where the collective consciousness is at right now anyway. So look, check this out. Yin and yang, since it took a yin and yang to create the universe, on a lower scale, it gets played out through royal stars, and the royal stars the fixed stars have to play the role of an equinox and a solstice. So to create a sphere of reality, which is a solar system, you need an equinox and a solstice. Now this is a lower form of the yin and yang. And when the galaxy is a home that can nurture for royal fixed stars to be created. And then when it could be 2 or 4 or 6. Some universes I'm getting ahead of time. Let me get back here with y'all. All right, look. With this solar system right here, the galaxy had created 4 royal fixed stars. And get played out down here as the 4 horsemen. We bring the apocalypse, which really, the apocalypse is just a representation of we changed the degree of the whole solar system. So, like, think of the zodiac as a backdrop. The whole solar system is in like a early 0 degree Aquarius right now. And it been there since December 21st, 2012. So it takes 72 years to make 1 degree. So it's going to take about 2,000 years to 2,000 and some years to actually go through the whole zodiac wheel from its backdrop. And as far as that's the Milky Way, the way the Milky Way look at it, but as far as just this solar system, the zodiac wheel stands outside the solar system because it's connected by the 4 royal stars. Like it's got the north, you got the north, the south, the west, the east, and then just draw a circle in there. This is, you almost could draw the circle of life. This is like everything lined up, but I'm getting ahead of time. Draw a circle. That circle that's connecting all of them is the zodiac wheel. But I'm getting into the science of the creation of the zodiac wheel and how I was even able. I'm talking about the science before you even got into the rulers of the actual zodiac. Before we even get into Aries, Taurus, Gemini, I'm showing y'all the guidelines and what took place of how it actually formed to even become something like that. That's what I'm going to explain to details in the next video. But I'm just giving y'all my point of view right now for how I kick back and see it. You know what I'm saying? And look, now, yin and yang, a smaller representation of that is an equinox and a solstice. Yang is the light, yin is the dark. You need both. The smaller representation, the lower pyramid effect of the representation manifested of that is an equinox and a solstice. An equinox is the light, a solstice is the dark. Now you need an equinox and a solstice to create a sphere reality, and it's going to create a 360 degrees based on the royal fixed stars that was created by that Milky Way for that certain area of time and space. Now, once that happens, we get into Aldebaran. He initiates the shit, you know what I'm saying? He kicks in, and I'm gonna get into detail how he kicks it in. Then the north, he do his job, and the west, which is me, Antares, I do my job, and the south, Formahat, does his job. Now since I'm Antares, I'm gonna give y'all a little quick rundown of what I do and my job that the gods of yin and yang gave me to create, to help take part into creating the solar system. All right, in this solar system, I took the place of the fall. Now, it's 4 representations. Now you can play this out in different ways, but it's 4 representations. Since the initiator is Aldebaran, Aldebaran is the birth. Then comes the north. Regulus represents the life. Then comes the west. West represents the fall. Then comes the south. South represents the death. Now, people you could go on a smaller portion on the pyramid from where I'm at, and people try to play that out in the Christian religion, but they're lower on the pyramid of the actual zodiac wheel and the motherfucking sun. And they think it's the sun, because the sun, and this the lowest form pyramid. The pyramid is so high, I'm so high and I'm at a low point, but on 3D terms, the pyramid of that people consciousness at is super low to almost to the ground, and the pyramid is way up there. It's low to the ground. You people are just, y'all figuring out it in a way that the sun died and got on the axis or something like that and made a cross. I'm from a consciousness where the whole solar system is a sun itself, and it came down, on a cross, because I'm one of the gods that make the cross. I'm the god of the west. Aldebaran is the god of the east. The god of the north is Regulus, and the god of the south is Formahat. And once the zodiac wheel, we cut the zodiac wheel into 4 pieces, and we form that cross that the solar system falls in, which I'm the representation of the fall, and the rising is the representation of of Aldebaran, which is the opposite of the west. It's the east, and that's the representation of the rising, which that's why it governs the first house, and wherever in the zodiac, which is the lower form of the pyramid, wherever the zodiac sign the sun is in when it's rising, that's your motherfucking rising sign on the east. Wherever it's rising on the east. But I'm from a higher consciousness. I'm from a higher level. Where I'm at, Aldebaran governs the whole birth of the evolution of this solar system. Since I'm the opposite of Aldebaran, which I'm the god of the west. I go in a smaller form of the pyramid, which I don't live on 3D. I don't live down here, but I'm coming down here for y'all for a second. That would be the 7th house, and I would govern Libra. And look, I would govern Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and that's the fall. And Libra initiates the fall. Scorpio holds the fall up, which is the fixed sign, and Sagittarius get ready for the change. But look, this is lower pyramid shit. I'm gonna get to those videos. I'm trying to bring y'all on my level real quick. I didn't even give a fuck about what ruler I gave to that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. I didn't even give a fuck about what ruler I gave for the fucking, look, I owned 90 degrees of the sky. When we came here and created the sphere of reality, for we could create this solar system, for the solar system could start creating the evolution, and we put our influence in here to create the evolution of mankind here. This kind is one of a kind in the most literal sense. You know what I'm saying? It's one of a kind. Because there's thousands and billions and trillions of different kinds. This is mankind, and I'm one of the 4 guys that created it. So I'm telling you it from my point of view, my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we created it, now before I gave a fuck about what rulers I gave, me and the other 3 gods, we just decided that what kind of elements we was going to use to create this sphere of reality, to create a solar system. So, I had 90 degrees of the sky. Each of us had 90 degrees of the sky. 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 is 360 degrees. So we created the sphere. That's how we created the sphere of reality. Now, for my 90, we all agreed on that we should take our, because really yin and yang gave 2 of us a job each. Yin and yang, yin gave me, the god of the west, and the god of the south, which is Formahawk, he gave us the authority over the solstice. And so we're the representations of the yin to create the solar system. And he gave and they gave Aldebaran, he and she gave Aldebaran, which is yin and yang, they gave Aldebaran and Regulus the position of the equinox, which is the representation of the yang on a smaller scale. And then, you know what I'm saying, just us being in competition mode, you know what I'm saying, I stay in war mode. Friendly competition though, you know what I'm saying. We all agreed upon that let's own our own section of the 36 degrees. So since it's 360 degrees to create a sphere of reality, it's 4 of us. We all split it down to 90. We each govern 90 degrees. So we govern the whole 90 degrees. So so me and Formahawk, which is the god of the south, me and him got our own unique way of a solstice. We created our own unique way of a solstice. And Aldebaran and Regulus created their own unique way to create their equinoxes, because they both had to share equinoxes. So since we all split ours up to 90 degrees, so we could